Hi, this is Sweet June 2010 coming back at you with another interesting video topic. I want to talk about, it was kind of on my heels of my other video that I did about men being able to opt out of being fathers. Um, it seems like a lot of, like I said, a lot of the black men that come on YouTube bashing black women, um, the main thing a lot of them be saying is somehow they hold us responsible for every ills that's going on in the black community. Like everything that's going on in the black community, we get blamed for it. Like the downfall of the black community is all the black woman's fault. The black community, everything that's going on in the black community seem to be put on the black woman's shoulders. Well, anybody with common sense know that that's not true. The man is the head of the woman. Um, that being said, women, a man can opt out of, like I said in my last video, a man can opt out of being a father. But what happens when a man does that? What happens when a man opts out of being a father and a woman, such as myself, has to raise the young man by herself? Um, um, is that woman expected to raise, to instill all the things that a young male is supposed to know growing into manhood? Is it that woman's responsibility to instill all those things that he needs to know growing into a young man? Is it her responsibility to instill all those things into him? And I think not. A woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. It takes a man to teach a boy how to be a man. Now, black men can say, till the cows come home. I mean, there's a lot of young black males out there in the gangs. You know, you go to some of your larger cities, you see a lot of gangs and everything, and there's a lot of young males, a lot of young black males getting involved in gang activity. And, you know, males of other races, they're getting involved in gang activity. And a lot of them are products of a single parent household. And the woman is being blamed for, you know, there's a lot of things that's going on in the inner cities and everything. And the woman is being blamed for it because she is the one that's raising the child. Nobody stops, don't never stop and say that it probably has something to do with the lack of guidance from a father figure. If he had a positive father, if not his own biological father, but a positive male father figure in his life, in those young men's life, how many of those young men would not be in gangs, would not be involved in gang activity? It would be quite a few of them that they would be going to school. If they had a positive male father figure role in their life, a lot of them would be going to school. A lot of them would not be involved in gangs. You know, they have done studies on this. They have done statistics. They have done studies on males that have grew up in a two-parent home that had a strong father figure versus males that grew up in a single-parent home that didn't have a strong father figure, male figure in their life. Most of those males were high school dropouts. Most of them were involved in gangs. I mean, you know, the gangs and everything that's going on in the inner cities. Most of those males come from single parent homes, statistically. So that tells you right there, with having those facts right in front of you, that tells you right there that the lack of a father has a lot to do with these males going astray. Because at the end of the day, a woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. It takes a man to teach a boy how to be a man. Just like a man, a man can be a single father to a young girl, but when that young lady gets to a certain age, there's some things that that father just can't teach her. When she gets on her period, and then, different things about her body and things like that. There's certain things that father is not going to be able to teach that young girl. There's going to be certain things that she's going to need a woman, a female figure, if not her mother, to teach her about being a young lady and her body and how her body works, how to take care of her body, how to keep her body clean, how to take care of herself that time of month, and different things that comes along with being a female. Okay, a woman is this only some things that father's not going to be able to relate to if he's raising a young lady, because he's not a woman, he's a man. So that saying goes for a father, a young male with a father. It's just some things that a woman cannot teach a young man. So young men need a strong father figure in their life. And this theory that, the black things that's going on in the black community, gangs and the crime and this and that and the other, it's all the black woman's fault. With this theory that it's all the black woman's fault, and people not stopping to think that it has a lot to do with the lack of a presence of a father figure in these young boys' lives. See, because at the end of the day, a woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. It takes a man to teach a boy how to be a man. A man has to do that. Not a woman. A man has to do that. And see, a lot of times, like I said in some of my other videos, when you're a single mother, I've been a single mother for many, many years. And when you're a single mother, you're trying to work. And a lot of us are trying to go to school in addition to working, go to college. We're trying to hold down the household. We're trying to pay the bills. We're trying to do it all. We have to make up for that other parent not being there. We have to overcompensate for that other parent not being there. And hard is not the word. Because we gotta pay the bills. We gotta hold down the household. We gotta go to school. We gotta go to work. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then plus try to raise the kids to be decent human beings. Well, like I said in some of my other videos, sometimes something is going to be lacking, because a mother just cannot do it all. This perception that a woman can do it all, no, a woman cannot do it all. There's a reason why Jehovah God puts in the Bible that there should be a mother and a father. It's the reason why he puts that in the Bible, because it takes two people to raise a child. And when that other parent is not there, something is going to be lacking. That's why statistically, children that come from single parent family homes have they even have lower IQ scores. They have lower grades in school. The dropout rate is a lot higher. It's a lot of things. If your young ladies that's being raised in single parent homes are more prone to getting pregnant. It's a lot of statistics. A lot of statistics that the direct correlation is a single parent home. Now, there's a lot of cases where young people have defied the odds, and they went to college. They grew up in single parent homes, and they went to college or whatever, and they became successful. Of course, there's always exceptions. There's exceptions to every rule. Nothing is absolute. There's exceptions to every rule. But statistically, as a whole, when you think a lot of these things that's going on, the dropout rate and the teen pregnancy rate and all that stuff, a lot of those people are coming from single parent homes. And it's not so much as the fact that the mother is a bad parent. In some cases, that's true. But like I say, a lot of times the mother is doing the best that she can. The mother is trying to work. The mother is trying to hold down the household. The mother's trying to pay the bills. And she's trying to, and she's tired, and she's, because a woman just can't do it all. Women need help. I don't care what anybody say. Women need help. And being a single mother hard is not the word. It's murder. Even being a single father is rough. Being a single parent, period, is rough. Whether it's a woman doing it or a man doing it, it's rough. And it takes two people to raise children. And a woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. So when that boy goes out and joins a gang or whatever, that mother, she's trying to work, she's trying to do this and that and the other. And, she got to get some rest somewhere in there somewhere. And she has other children to care for. That's even more added stress. That child goes out and gets into trouble or whatever. It's not always the case that she's a bad mother. And I just want to get that clear. A woman cannot teach a young male. And in my case, my oldest son, I got to give him props because my sons are 10 years apart. So my oldest son has been very instrumental in helping me with my youngest son because his father wasn't there. And he's kind of been like a father figure to my youngest son in a sense. And I have to give him his props. He has really been instrumental in helping me. And he really took an active role. And he's kind of, like I say, he's been like a father figure to my youngest son in a sense. Because his father wasn't there. So, it takes a man to bring up a young boy and to teach a young boy the things that they need to grow into manhood. A woman just can't do it. So you guys, this theory that a woman, everything is on the black woman's shoulders or whatever in the black community, not true. You're scapegoating. Young boys need a male figure, need a positive male figure in their life. They need that. A woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. Period. There's no getting around it. There's no two ways about it. Okay? Stay tuned for some more interesting video topics. Peace and love. This is Sweet June 2010.